I think the first thing is I wanted to look good. So I was going through Instagram post one day and I saw one of the top OGs, his name is Simon Panda. He's originally from Nigeria, but I think then he was living in the UK then. I saw him walking out, I saw his physique. I mean, I think we are the same height. So I saw his physique and I'm like, man, I want to be better than this. I want to look this jacked. I walked into the gym, Planet Fitness to be precise. I walked into the gym and I got my membership. And ever since that day, when I leave work, I just go straight to the gym. When they want to talk about carbs, like people always say, carb is not good for your body. Actually, carbs is good. You know, I eat carbs like every day. I eat more carbs when I have like intense training day. You see the difference, right? I eat carbs every day, but I have more carbs when I have like maybe like leg day or I'm going to do like, full body because that's going to take a lot of time at the gym. That's going to take a lot of energy to do those exercises. So I would say it's not about you not eating carbs. It's like knowing the quantity, how much carb you need to have.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate you for coming, for stopping by, watching all of our content. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and engage us in the comment section. So we have a brother, a friend in the house is going to be talking to us about fitness. And please want you to stay engaged. And if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section, and then we'll go from there. So I would like to welcome Moses of Moafit. Thank you, Moses, for joining us. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come sit with us and come talk to us about fitness. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's just go ahead and dive into it. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Oh, my name is Moses. I go by Moafit 24 on Instagram and also on TikTok. Well, I'm a fitness influencer. I've been in this journey for about, I think, 11 years now. It's been part of my day-to-day life. So when I started fitness, it was just a guy going to the gym, just, being a gym goer, a typical person just walking into the gym, lifting the weight. No goal, nothing. But as time goes on, as year goes by, I started thinking to myself, what kind of goal I want, me just going to the gym. I just don't want to be a gym goer, right? And apart from a gym goer, I have my job, I have other responsibilities. So I took all those things into consideration, and then I decided, this is what I want. Oh, this is what I want to achieve with my fitness journey. I started, looking into what kind of goal I want. So what kind of body physique I want. When I actually, decided, okay, this is the kind of body physique I wanted, that was when, I started like actually, looking into, what kind of training I need to do, what kind of split I need to do, each week, in order to get the results of what I want physically. After I've done that, throughout the years, I've learned a lot in the fitness industry. I've met a lot of awesome people, even despite the fact that, I've been so long in this journey, every day I go to the gym, I learn something new. Every day I meet somebody, I learn something new. I learn something new. So for me, it's just been an awesome journey. Sometimes there's always the challenges where what comes into play, so I find time to go to the gym, to prep your food, to do all the stuff. So that's part of the challenges that, I have personally faced throughout the years, but at the same time, this is something that I choose to be a lifestyle now. Like I've always find time to actually squeeze those things that I needed to do to get my goal into my busy schedule. So yeah, I've been in this journey for 11 years and I'm loving it. Every day that I show up at the gym, it's a day that I feel accomplished, that I feel like I'm getting better and better and better every day.
All righty. Thank you very much for sharing that journey with us. And it's very important. Fitness is very important. And I mean, if you haven't started, you need to go ahead and get started. You can't really mess around with your health. Health is wealth. So if you want to make money, you need your health to be stable. If you don't have a stable health, you're not going to be able to make money, especially in the busy country that we live in. So thank you for that. So what inspired you to start your fitness journey?
I think the first thing is I wanted to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like so I was going through Instagram post one day and I saw one of the top OGs, His name is Simon Panda. He's originally from Nigeria, but I think then he was living in the UK then. I saw him walking out. I saw his physique. I mean, I think we are the same height. So I saw his physique and I'm like, man, I want to be better than this. I want to like be like this. I want to look this ripped. I want to look this jacked. And then I just walk into the gym that day. I know some of my friends, they were like, oh, gym. I'm like, yeah. So I just did it. I walked into the gym, Planet Fitness to be precise. I walk into the gym and I got my membership. Ever since that day, when I leave work, I just go straight to the gym. So me watching Simon Panda every day and also Mike Rashid, just watching those two guys, watching their workout, watching the way they go crazy on the weights, the way they go crazy and sweaty and when they post their videos just inspired me to be like them and also learn from them, which it's been the best decision I've made in my life.
Great. Thank you very much. Our food as Africans, they're very, very delicious and they're filled with a lot of carbs. So for people that can do without eating carbs, for people that can't do without digging in, without eba, digging in with the fufu, digging in with the weekly rice or daily rice that we eat out here. So what kind of food do you think will help us to quickly achieve a fitness goal?
Well, that's a very like broad question, right? That question can be answered in different ways. Depends on your goal, right? So, for example, like people always, kind of when they want to talk about carbs, like people always say, carb is not good for your body. Actually, carbs is good. You know, I eat carbs like every day. I eat more carbs when I have like intense training day. You see the difference, right? I eat carbs every day, but I have more carbs when I have like maybe like leg day or, I'm going to do like, full body, because that's going to take a lot of time at the gym. That's going to take a lot of energy, to do those exercises. So I would say it's not about you not eating carbs. It's like knowing the quantity, how much carb you need to have. For example, today I just had pounder yam. Okay. I had pounder yam yesterday. I had pounder yam today, which is African food. A lot of carbs, right? But yesterday I did full body. Today, I just did cardio. But the reason why I had pound yam, and when I say pound yam, it's like not having this mountain of food in front of me, right? It's probably like, just not up to like my fist right here. So you have to know how much you want to have and also like how your day is gonna go. So I would say if you want to substitute your carbs, okay, like as an African man, I think what you need to do is try to introduce like quinoa into your diet, and also like still eat your rice, but look for like maybe like jasmine rice and a little bit. Because one thing about, and we all know, okay, one thing about we African men or African women or as kids in general, right? When we say we serve our food, we are having a mountain of food. Okay. Look, the thing is, you can come to my house. I'm not gonna serve you like that. I'm gonna serve you like 2 ounces of chicken and maybe like 2 spoons of rice. Trust me, when you go to any African man's house or African parent's house, what do they do? Is that enough? And they already have this mountain, right? I mean, that's already like over 1,000 calories right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the quantity. It's all about how much carb are you consuming. So what we need to watch for is how much carbs are we consuming. I'm not gonna say do away with carbs. No, you need those carbs for energy. You need those carbs to get you through the day. Okay. And also, like I said, it all depends on your goal. Okay. So if you're trying to be bulk, look bigger, you need carbs. If you're trying to cut, like just minimal cut, okay, you still need carbs. But if you're trying to cut aggressively, maybe like you're trying to get on stage, I mean, you're still gonna have carbs, but it's gonna be like little carb, maybe like one carb, you know. So
Right?
it all comes to like quantity and how much you're consuming.
All right, sounds good. And in defense of African people, I know we're very busy. We only eat once a day. And if we're gonna eat that once a day, it's gotta be a lot, right? So it's gotta be a lot. But like you said, I think it's important. Portion control is really important too. I mean, a lot of us we don't really eat multiple times a day, maybe once a day, maybe twice a day. And we try to, fit all that calories into one meal. So maybe a little portion control here and there can really help us out, especially with fitness. If you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, nutrition is important. You got to watch what you eat. I have a friend, he's very fitness crazy. He read the labels of everything he eats. And he came to my house one time, I ordered pizza and he wouldn't eat the pizza. I'm like, bro, what's up? You got to eat. I ordered the pizza. But, I understand it's really, really, it takes his health very important. which I believe all of us needs to start doing because as we get older, things pop up. So we got to take care of our health and make sure we're in good shape.
I agree.
All right, thank you for coming back to do this. We really appreciate you. I think my question would be, how do we fit fitness into our busy schedule? A lot of us, we are very, very money minded. We try to push as much overtime as possible for some of us that do hourly job. And for people that are salaried, they want to have a multiple jobs. So how can we fit fitness, into our busy schedule?
Well, that's a good question. And I think that's a question that needs a lot of attention. So I would say, because look, I have clients that I train to, and most of my clients that I struggle with a little bit, it's all about like, oh, I'm busy. I got busy schedule. I can't do this. That's it. Right. So I tell them, I say, uh, how busy are you not to show up at work when you're supposed to? You have to show up, right? So I tell them, okay, this is why I tell people like it is a lifestyle. And when you take something as a lifestyle, there's no way how busy you are. Even if it's 30 minutes, you'll show up. You'll take it serious. You'll follow whatever plan you have in order to achieve that fitness goal. So when people say they are very busy, I believe it's just a mechanism to, get out of the situation of like, I'm just being lazy. Okay. So I would say to fit in your plan, my advice is just have a plan. Like on Sunday, instead of you watching like a soap opera on the TV, go get your groceries, list it out, prep your food at least 3 days in advance. Or maybe if you can do a week, because sometimes, you get tired of eating frozen food, right? So prep your food 3 days out. And I think that helps you save your time for the next day and then the other 2 days, right? So I think having a plan is very important. A lot of people talk, but they don't have a plan. And then they get exhausted and they keep giving an excuse of like, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. You're not too busy to go to work, right? Because it is a lifestyle. You need to go to work. Just like you need to hang out with your friends or going to the bar. So, you need to take it. Once you decide you want to take this serious, you can't be too busy to show up, even if it's 30 minutes. I'll give you an example. Like today, okay, I wasn't going to go to the gym. I was just contemplating, like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. You know what I did? I just put on my gym clothes and I went there and I did stairmasters for like 30 minutes, bro. But you could see me sweating 30 minutes. And then I came back home. I didn't have to lift no weight, but I was actively still taking it as a rest day, but I was active, still making it a rest day. It's called active rest day. I choose today to be my rest day, but I still went there for 30 minutes to, at least burn some calories. So it's not like I have all the old time to myself, but I just made sure like I want to show up. So it's all about you having it in yourself, like you want to do this. Once you have it in yourself that you want to do this, and also owning it to yourself that you want to make this a lifestyle. Very important keyword, lifestyle.
That is important that we should make it a lifestyle. Do we have to go to the gym to stay fit or, to exercise? Do we really have to go to the gym? We can't get busy in our backyard, like does cutting grass and stuff, moving things in the yard constitute as fitness?
I mean, I like cutting grass. I mean, I think that's just like alternative to like, hey, it's a cardio day. I'll just go to the yard and mow the yard, right? It's not like something that you can mow the yard every day. Can you? No. So you mow the yard like maybe like every 2 weeks, right? You don't want to exercise just once every 2 weeks. Okay. So I think you don't have to go to the gym. Like you, obviously, I think you have equipment in your garage, which is good. I mean, those are good resources like you can use, to keep your fitness journey. But most importantly, what people don't understand is going to the gym is just 20%. Okay. What really matters is the kitchen, what you cook, what you put in your body. Okay. If you have a car and this car tells you you put synthetic oil in your car and you go ahead and put a regular oil, okay, the performance will be different, right? Okay. So that's why I said, it's what you put in your body, which means the kitchen is 80%, even 85% to be honest. Because you can go to the gym every day, all day, and still not get your goal if you're not feeding yourself the right diet. So you don't have to have a gym to be fit, but you have to make sure you have a clean diet and also at least have, a little bit of something at home, like resistant bands, even if it's like a little, kettlebells, those small kettlebell weights, have those in your house. I think it's fine. I mean, for example, during COVID time, right? A lot of people were exercising from home. And that's how a lot of, fitness influential people like went crazy. I mean, they went popular too, during COVID because everybody was like improvising on something. I remember during COVID, I was using a bag of water, a pack. I was using that to do my squat in the living room. So we all got creative. So like I said, you don't have to go to the gym. You can have your own little space at your house. You can just go on a walk, 2 miles jog or 2 miles run, 2 miles walk every day, come home, eat clean. I think you'll be fine. And also depends on your goal. So if you say you want to get on stage and compete, okay, yes, you need a gym or you need to have your own personal gym. But if you're just trying to like look nice, keep your fitness level on a steady mode, of course you don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because everybody's goal, I think most people, when you talk about fitness, their goal is not to go pose on the stage to compete with the Kai Green or compete for Mr.
That's a lot
Olympia.
of work.
They just want to fit into their clothes, look good in their clothes, and maybe stop outgrowing their clothes. So, because in Nigeria, it looks like people are very healthy. So, I was going to ask, how much does location contribute to this fitness problem? Because back home in Nigeria, people don't have to worry about that.
I wouldn't say, they have to worry about it. Okay. So, I mean, we came to America, like, I came here like about 12 years ago, right? And I think you came here maybe before. The thing is, look at how things have evolved throughout these years. Like, now in Nigeria, I mean, there's a lot of fitness people too in Nigeria, a lot. Everybody wants to get fit because, I mean, you have to get fit. This is 2025. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, I mean, all your algorithm on Instagram is you see that you see somebody fit, doing something to be active, to stay fit, right? So I would say, I mean, it's not about, it was important back then. I think it's just that we didn't have the resources like it is now, the exposure wasn't there. Because I remember my eldest brother, he used to have these cement made dumbbells. And I mean, as a little kid, I was just picking it up, like me and my neighbor would just, play with it, the old, the wood kind of like dumbbells, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, we just play with it. But like in my head, there was nothing like fitness journey. There was nothing like you gotta be fit. All I was thinking about is my big brother, is lifting this cement made weight. I just want to feel among. I want to feel like a man. So I think that's the difference with then and now. Now everybody's like, that's a gym, that's a dumbbell, that's a kettlebell. I didn't know what was kettlebell, when I was growing up. So that's it. But now there's more exposure. So I think the awareness, like people are seeing and people want to start getting more healthy and also like taking it serious. And then also there's a lot of like heart attack, a lot of just are going on right now.
So, at what point, as a man, do we begin to worry about maybe our fitness, weight? Like what is the waist size that when you get to that waist size, you say, oh, okay, it looks like I need to do something. What's that waist?
Like, there's no time, man. There's no time that you have to like time frame yourself. Like, this is when I need to start my fitness journey. Okay. Just for example, I always tell people New Year resolution. December comes, everybody, New Year resolution, right? Look, I see people calling me. December, Moses. Okay, this year I'm taking it serious. This year, look, we're going in together, bro. I'm telling you, 2 weeks into the next year. What's up, bro? Man, bro, I just busy. I'm so busy, bro. How about the resolution you told me about 2 weeks ago? You're going hard. You want to be like Moses, right? So that's why I tell people like you don't have to like have a date. Like, okay, I'm gonna start the day. Just start it. If you need to get a gym membership, go ahead and do it. Do it. Okay. Don't time yourself like I wanna wait till 2 weeks. I wanna wait till I get like really big where I don't even fit into my pant or I have all the saggy belly and stuff. You don't want to wait it down. You want to start whenever you feel like, okay, I need to start doing this right now. Whenever you think about it, just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And I tell people also just like I posted something on my Instagram, I think 2 days ago. I did a transformation, picture and I went to the same gym, took the same posture of picture, and I kind of shared the difference, right? So in that post, I wrote that I said, you need to get your mind logged in to your fitness journey. And I also mentioned that like you don't even have to be a competitor to be in the best shape of your life. Because just enjoy the process. When it's a lifestyle, you enjoy it. Like when I'm working out, bro, man, I'm happy. Like everything, every worry just goes away. So it's for me, it's a lifestyle. I love doing it. I don't wait for like, oh, I want to get on stage before I look my best. Nah. So my advice is don't wait till next month Start today.
Okay. I think that's impressive. You know, at some point in the past, I think I found myself wearing 42. I was like, holy. Does small body equals to being fit?
So, I was talking about myself when I started my fitness journey, right? I said I was a gym goer. Okay. I was a gym goer, just going there lifting weights. I didn't have like an actual physique. So if physique is, when you look at somebody, you can see their trap, you can see their bicep, you can see their tricep. When somebody stand, you can tell, okay, this person is fit. So when you see a fit person, you can actually tell. When you see somebody that goes to the gym, you can also tell. Because there will be difference, right? There will be definition with somebody that actually has a goal. There will be definition. And that's why I say, you'll be able to see the trap, you'll be able to see the shoulders, the bicep, tricep, the quads. You'll be able to see all those things. So that's the difference between someone that is healthy, right? But you don't look fit because that definition is not there.